Hi there folks, welcome to my winter retreat studio here inside the main part of this building. We're in here because it's too cold to be outside there in the garage studio. Shino, hello. Hello. What's the matter? You want to be in on this? Yes, I know. So, yeah, anyway, go on then. How'd you go? Go through that door. Go on. Go on, get out there. Cat always wants to be in on the action. Yeah, just to fill you in about what's happening, we're getting this little studio is actually going to be also for where I'm going to do some webcam teaching. So I've got these cables. I've got a cable here coming in, an Ethernet cable that goes into the computer, and I've got other stuff here, my mouse and a keyboard, and so I've got to turn this little space here into where I've got plenty of light, and I'm going to work on this wheel here doing this teaching over the internet. So if you go to powhow.com, you can find out more about it there, and if that's something that interests you and you want, you know, you can sign up for a class or you can purchase a class there. So I think it could be have a lot of potential. It means that people haven't got to leave their studios. They can work in the comfort of their own homes and in the warmth of their own homes, in the familiarity of their own homes and their own wheel and their own clay and their own tools. The only thing that is a little bit strange is going to be getting used to having a camera there and talking to me through the camera, through your webcam. In the same way, it's a little bit strange for me because I'm here and it's not just like making a clip like I'm doing now with you, but it's, you know, I've got the computer here, and as I say, these other cables and everything, and a webcam, and it's quite important to know where to put the webcam to get the best effect, you know, to show. So I've got a lot of these little clips, so I can clip my webcam in different locations. So anyway, that's what I've been doing a little bit of late, and but actually what I've got to do now is, because you know those bowls that we made the other day, those porcelain bowls, I can't remember actually if these are the ones I made with you or not, but anyway, they've got to be, yeah, that's right, you saw me trimming these, and I've now got to do some fluting on them before they get too hard and I won't be able to. Okay, so I'll just take one of those, and this is another little lidded tea caddy that I've actually got to finish. So I'm going to bring the camera down here. I know this is something that you've seen me do in the past, but anyway, well, we can talk around it, can't we, or whatever else we want to talk about. So I hope that's the picture. I'm going to need glasses for this, otherwise I can't see up close. Can hear the rain outside. It is raining. So that's the bowl, one of the bowls anyway you saw me do. and yeah, I think we should be okay. Oh gosh, I hope that's in the image, in the picture. Let's just make sure. I'd hate to be fluting and find that I'm way out of the picture. Excuse me a minute, I'm just going to make an adjustment here. I try and clip the little monitor thing shut, and then it's not using up so much battery. Right, so, okay, fluting tool, which is a broken off hacksaw blade. Okay, and it's sharpened on one side. So what I'm going to do is, yeah, I'm using the rounded end of the hacksaw blade. Just going up and down, starting at the top, and then working down. You do need to have good light, you know, to do this. And a steady hand. So I've done a section there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do a section opposite on the other side here. Be careful when you're doing this that you don't exert pressure on the rim here. So I'm holding it sort of underneath on the inside, not right there on the rim. Okay, I'm just kind of marking out in my mind. Here. So I don't know if you can see that, what I've done. I've done it here and here. So we've got two sort of spaces there on either side, which I wonder if I can bring the camera to a different angle. Maybe just if I drop it down. Maybe set it there. We can hear that rain, can't we? A little bit, maybe a little bit closer. So, you see that? So what I'm going to do here in the middle is I'm going to put I just got to find the central point there. So I've marked it. Now I'm going to do a radial star going all around. Okay. Again, being careful how I hold it under here. Okay. So you can see hopefully what I'm trying to accomplish here. Okay. That's that one there in the middle. Likewise, I'm going to put one here. Gino, you want to come back in? Come on in. That's it. Now, okay. So again, I'm going to start this radial flute. Yeah, we might be getting some snow, I think, tomorrow. So that's that. That's them done on both sides with the fluting here and there. Okay, so that's that one. Let me do I've got a different shape on here, one of those ones that's like rounded. Just got to check the picture here, make sure that we're so. Just going to take the rounded end here. And we'll start at the top and just go down. Had a bit of a quiet spell of late in the studio. Sometimes I don't feel like going out there. Yes, it happens to me as well. Motivation. Yeah, especially at this time of year. You know, you're fighting with short days, cold, clay's cold, glaze is frozen in the buckets. I'll just dip that a bit. Yeah, well, you know, we don't feel so productive, do we? We don't feel so. Nothing like a bit of sunshine to motivate you. You get up in the morning and it's sunny. You just want to leap out of bed, don't you, and hit the day. It reminds me I've got to order some more wood. So, fluting. With a bit of practice, you can actually get quite competent at this. You keep your, see this arm here, keep it tucked into your side. Gives a very satisfying result, doesn't it? I always think. What you want to do is keep it going straight there. It's very easy to veer off, you know, and suddenly. So you really need to stop and check it once in a while that you're keeping the flute going straight up and down the side of the pot. You think you're going straight, you know, till you turn it and look at it and you think, oh my goodness, I'm way out, you know. It's really important to do that. wonder if I can focus, bring this in a bit, zoom it in a bit, dip the camera down a touch more, hope I'm in the picture. So, now with a form like this, you see, where I've got a curve here, a curve along the surface, I've got to follow with my hand, starting up the top here and going all the way down. You see, and it's curving in underneath. Always starting from the same point here at the top, okay? And that's important that you keep this line the same. It gives you a line, that's what I'm trying to say, in a roundabout way. You've got to hold the pot firm but not so tight that you crunch it. This shape that I'm doing now is a bit like, if you can imagine, fluting the outside of an egg. And the shape of an egg is strong, isn't it? It's very difficult to break an egg. I mean, in your hand, in one hand. You know, if you hold an egg and you try and break it, the shape of it it's very strong. It's the same, I suppose it's the same, I thought behind the Roman arch is a very strong form. So in that respect, this kind of bowl differs slightly than from one that is more of an open bowl, like that last one I did. So when I'm going up and down here, if I think one has veered off very slightly in its, you know, in the direction it's left or right, then I make a correction. Now these bowls will be fired to about, well, cut to cone 10, and what's that in Fahrenheit, about 23,400, something like that. Okay, so I'm coming round now, you can see to the beginning again. Okay, so now I'm beginning to think, okay, I have to judge how many I'm going to need, and when I get down to about 3 left to do, which is probably now. Yeah, now I've got 2 left there now, you see. Now, have a look at this. I hope you can see this. See, this very first, this was number 1 here, wasn't it? See, that one is longer. These other ones have then got shorter, and as I come round, you can see the difference. That one is long, these ones are short. So what I will tend to do is just extend down. I'll go over it and just, if there are any that are particularly short, just pull them down a touch. So there's a little bit of more just general irregularity, as there would naturally be. being the hand process that it is, there's going to be a little bit of... Okay, so we've got 2 more to do here, so let's do the first of those. There it is. And now there's one more in between. So it isn't that difficult. Just a little bit of jiggery pokery, as my dad used to say. There may be a few of these flutes that you just want to go over and just have a second look at, and if there's something about them you don't like, just to tidy them up a bit. Of course, I mean, probably the Chinese used to do this with a piece of bamboo. I find this hacksaw works quite well because the steel is very hard, isn't it? So there it is. That's this one. This one has got a slightly different foot. You can see I've trimmed it with an angle there on the side of the... Hope you can see that in the camera if I can get the silhouette there. It's just trimmed very slightly down there. Well, that is basically to blend in with the side of the pot. So it kind of, there's some sort of relationship between the foot and the form, i.e. the shape of the foot and the shape of the form relating to one another. Okay, well, there we are. Not too bad. So there's that one. Let's just bring out back the zoom. Yeah. So, put that back over here. Oh, looks like our battery's looking a bit sad. Okay, folks, well, fluting, have a go with porcelain. It's a little bit more of a challenge maybe, but it's a beautiful smooth clay to work with. Hey, keep practicing. Check out the Powwow website I told you about. Okay, see you soon. Bye bye.